lesson 52. This is on naming numbers through 100 billions. Okay, a lot of words, all that to say is we're going to be breaking up place value. Okay, so remember, math is a very pattern subject, and so what we're going to do is every time you're working with numbers, they're always grouped in threes. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so math, remember, we go from right to left, okay, in math. So I'm going to go, okay, now if I was working with the number, I'm just going to put a number in here for just a second, 532, okay? What place is this in?
Ones, right?
Ones, very good. What place is this in?
Tens.
And?
Hundreds.
Hundreds, okay? Now, this one actually comes up with all of our, what they would say, units. We have ones place, we have tens place, and we have hundreds place. And every time as we build in our numbers, these are the units that we work with.
Okay.
Okay? So this group is called the units group. Some people like to call it the ones group. I think I've taught you that before. Okay? But this one has to do with the different units that we're working with.
Okay.
Okay? So this is the units or group or the ones group. Okay? So I'm going to kind of box it. Okay? Now, the next thing that comes, you always put a comma in between every group.
Okay.
Okay? So now we're going to do 3 more and come up with that group. Okay? The next thing after ones, tens, hundreds, what do you think this group's going to be called?
1,000.
Thousands.
10,000.
Yes, very good. So this one is called the, I'm going to put TH for thousands, thousands group. Okay? So the first one tells us what the name of it is. The ones is the ones group, thousands is the thousands group. So this one's thousand. Oh, I should have put that underneath it. I'm going to put TH for thousand. Okay? Thousand. This next spot, you follow the same pattern. So what's the next one going to be?
10,000.
10,000. Very good. And the next one's going to be
100,000.
100,000. H. 1,000. Okay, I'm using a lot of abbreviation. Okay? And so this becomes my 1,000 group. You see that?
Uh-huh.
All right? Now, what comes right here?
Like, what do you mean?
Comma.
Oh.
Okay? You didn't really understand what I was asking, but okay. So the next thing, always, there's a comma. All right? And you're going to have a group of 3 again. All right? What group is this one called? We have the thousands, the
millions.
Very good. We're going to do the million group. Okay? And whatever group we're on is the very first one in the story. Okay? Million. I keep writing above it. Million. Okay? Then let's follow the same pattern. This one tells us it's the ones group, and then we go tens, hundreds. Okay? This one's the millions group, and what was this one going to be?
The 1 million?
No.
10 million.
Tens.
Oh,
Tens.
I get how it does it.
So 10 million. Okay? Now, if I have a 6 here, remember this is my 10, so I'm counting by 10. So it's actually 60 because we're working with tens. Okay? So that would be 60 million. Okay? And then the next one would be
100 million?
Don't say 100 because unless I had a 1 there, because it could be 500 million if I had a 5. Okay, so you would just say 100 million. That's how you would say it. Okay, so we're gonna put an H, 100 million, and you see how it goes: ones group, tens, hundreds; thousands group, 10,000, 100,000; millions group, 10 million, 100 million. Guess what the next group is called?
Billion.
Billion group. And that's as far as we're going to go today. Okay? The billion group, again, we have a comma. We start by doing 3 of these. Okay? And what's the first one called? Million. Million group. Thousand.
Billion.
Thousand group. This one is the billion. Okay? My next one would be?
10 billion.
Very good. Following the same pattern. Okay, 10 billion, and the last one?
100 billion.
Not 100, remember?
100.
100 billion, because I could have a 5 there, and it'd be 500 billion. Okay? Now, do you understand the pattern and how it works?
Yes.
Pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to put... Now, watch what I would do. Watch how I read a number that I'm going to put in there. Okay? Let's start with 1,000. You read them in patterns of their group. So watch what I'm going to do. 5, and what place am I in?
1,000.
5,000. Then I'm just going to read this number because it's in a different group. 678.
Okay.
So I'd say 5,678. Okay, now watch this. Okay, let's read this number. I would read it as if it's just this number. How would you say that number?
325.
Okay, but it's in the 1,000 group, so I would say 325. That comma means 1,000. 325,678. Got it? All right, let's keep adding some more numbers. All right, ready? Read this number.
745
745 what?
million.
Million. 745 million.
3,000.
No.
325,678.
That's it. And you don't say units or ones.
And 678.
Very good. Okay? But remember, and, you don't say and because and is a decimal if I had 35 cents. You'd say and 35 cents. Okay? So we don't say and until the very end. I can't tell you how many times in math teachers don't teach that part yet, but you don't say and anywhere until you get to the very end if it has sense after it. Okay? So, watch how I read this. 745 million 325,678. That's, I said it exactly like I should.
Okay.
Okay, now watch this.
Yay. 122,745,000 million. 325,678.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay? But you did it. Okay? You did it exactly right. Perfect. Okay? There could not have done it any better. Okay? Now, I'm going to erase these numbers, and you're going to help me with something. Okay? I'm going to write a number in here, and I'm just going to start with 9. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll just fill the rest with zeros. Okay? And if I were to ask you which digit, which number, shows the number of 100 billions?
9.
Very good. Okay? Now, if I were to ask you what is the value of number 5?
10 million.
Okay, it is 10 million, but it's in the 5.
5.
Okay, well wait, because we're counting by tens, because we're doing tens, how much is 5 tens?
Can you re-say that?
Okay, we're working with 10 million.
Okay.
So 5, if I imagine 10 $10 bills. If I had 5 of them,
50 million.
Okay, so if I ask you what is the exact words? What is the value?
Okay.
It's asking you basically how much is this number 5 worth?
$50 million?
It's worth 50 million. Okay? That one right there, I would have $5 million bills if there was such a thing. Okay? So it's worth 50. If I had 10 $10 million bills.
Okay.
And if I had 5 of them, it would be worth $50 million. You got what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of confusing because we don't actually have this kind of money. But okay, now let me ask you this. All right, I'm going to erase this whole pattern.
Okay.
So let's focus. What is this first group called?
Ones.
Uh-huh. Or
hundreds.
Units. Uh-huh. Okay.
Units.
What's the second group called?
Hundreds.
Almost.
Group.
Look at the. I have
thousands.
1,000, 10,000, 100,000.
Okay.
So what's the
Thousand
group? What is this group?
Million.
And
Billion.
okay. See that?
So
if you have 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know that you're in the thousands group. If you have up to 9 numbers, you're in the million group. If you have up to 12 numbers, you're in the billion group. And that's a lot of money. Okay? Now, I'm going to erase this, and we're going to work with another number. And I'm not going to put commas in it, so you're going to help me. You got this. All right.
Okay.
When you're working with math, you move from which way?
Right to left.
Very good. Okay, and math is always a pattern of how many?
3.
Okay, so we're going to go 1,
1, 2, 3, comma.
1, 2, 3,
comma.
Now, before we do anything else, they're asking me, here's the question. Use words to name this number. It's easier to start with using the commas because then that helps us to understand. The next step I want you to do is, what group is this?
The unit.
Okay, units are ones, very good. What's this group?
Thousands.
And what's this group?
Million.
Very good. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of, all right. Now, so how are you going to read this number?
1,345,200.
Perfect. And if I were going to use words, that's exactly what I'd say. But your teacher gives you this number and tells you to use words. You're actually going to have to write it down.
Okay.
So you ready? Watch what we're going to do. Tell me how you said it again.
1,345,200.
You're exactly right. Okay, so that's exactly what you're going to write. Ready? 1 million. And every time you see a comma up here, you're going to use a comma down here with your words.
Okay.
Okay? 1 million, and then how would I say this number?
T-H.
Here you go, but tell me how to say this.
345.
345,000. So that's what you're going to write. 345,000.
Thousand.
345,000. 345,000.
Okay.
And then you're going to put a comma. Oops. After that group.
Okay.
Then I would say
200.
Yep, and that's exactly what you would say. 200.
And
you never have to end with anything on the ones group, on the units group. Okay.
put a period.
Yep, you're done.
Okay.
So 1 million, comma, 345,000, comma, 200. Now, there's something that's not as important that you absolutely know at this moment.
Okay.
But as you get older, it's going to become more particular for you to do this. Remember how I taught you a long time ago to put a dash in between numbers from 20 to 100?
Okay.
Okay? This 345 would be one of those numbers because it's 20 to 100.
Okay.
Okay? So it's not...
300 wouldn't?
No, you don't do anything with the hundreds. Just
Okay.
the double-digit numbers.
Yeah.
25, 26, 89.
Yeah.
Okay? So 45, we put a dash.
99?
99, we put a dash. Okay, you get it?
Yes.
So this is exactly what your teacher would want to see.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, last thing. Okay, last problem we're doing. Listen to what I say, and I'm going to share with you how to do it. Here's what they're telling me. Use digits, which are numbers.
Okay.
Use digits to write, and then they're going to say the number.
Is it big?
It's big. Okay, so ready?
Okay.
I don't want you to worry about writing it right now.
Okay.
Okay? Use digits to write 134,652,700,000. Big number. Okay. Your very, very, very first step that you take is to think, what was the biggest number?
Okay.
Group. What group? The biggest number group.
Billion?
That was mission. It was billion. So here's what I want you to do in your paper and do it with me. Okay, we're going to go under with lines, the 3 group lines, all the way to the billion group. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to go ones or units. Okay? Comma. What's this one?
Okay. 1. 2, 3. That one is
Remember?
tens, right?
Oh, no. Every second one is the
Thousand.
Thousands. Very good. Okay, let's do 3 more. Because we're trying to get to the billions group. We're still not there. What's this one called?
Millions.
Okay. And what's this one called?
Billions.
Okay, now, here's what you're going to do. I'm going to read the number, and whatever group it tells me to put it in is the one I'm going to do. So, ready? Use digits to write 134 billion.
1, 3, 4.
Very good. In what spot? The
In
billion
the
spot. 134. That's exactly what they said. Okay. Next thing they say to me is use digits to write 134 billion, 652 million.
52, 6, 5, 2.
Yep. In the what spot?
And the millions.
6, 5, 2.
Okay.
Okay. Then it says 134 billion, 652 million, 700,000.
Okay. 700.
700.
700.
In the thousands spot. And then what should I fill the rest of it in? Because they're done talking.
0.
Zeros. Okay. Wow.
134 billion. Oh, you want me to read the whole
Yeah,
thing?
read it.
134 billion 652,000
Whoop.
million. Okay. 652 million 700,000.
Very good. Now, some people, after they were done with the thousands, wouldn't finish filling in with the zeros. There's a problem with that because if we didn't have these extra zeros, guess what group this is? The units and ones group.
Oh.
This would become the thousands group. This would become the millions group. And we didn't say it was 134 million. We said it was a billion. So that's why we have empty blanks to help us.
Okay.
Some